Hi guys, this is Dee Dee with Living on High Vibe YouTube channel. Today I would like to talk about Moldavite stone and my experiences with it. When I was researching if I should really get Moldavite and what it's for, etc., I watched pretty much every YouTube channel about it and why people got it and what happened and what didn't happen. And I'm kind of returning the favor for whoever is going to buy their first Moldavite. So I have a Moldavite ring now for 10 months, and I bought the Moldavite about 14 months ago, and I bought it as a stone, and then I went to a jeweler with it. So it's a very personal piece for me. It has a lot of representation. It has a little bit of numerology in it, and it generally, it's a creative endeavor with spiritual meaning. So when I got the ring, I got it in the right time because there was like a 3 months creative limbo me and the jeweler was on, because I couldn't come up with an idea what do I want from this ring, because I had to sketch him something so he can work on it. So eventually 3 months later I finally came up with a concept and my ideas, and then he was able to make that ring. So when I got it, I didn't have really any big expectations. I've watched every video and I knew what might happen, what might not. So the first thing I noticed was what many people talk about. It's warmth and energy when you hold the stone or when you wear it. So I'm wearing it on index finger on my right hand. For many reasons I can explain in a minute, but I literally wear it, and most of the time, many times, even if I'm not focused on the ring itself, I literally felt and still feel warmth and energy. Sometimes I literally feel it going up my arm, and I was pretty shocked. So I didn't really expect it. I didn't really think about it, and I actually thought it was not going to happen because it's just too spooky. But it did happen, and it's still happening, and so that was one thing, the physical expression. Second thing that I realized was that literally within minutes, my mood started going to extremes, ups and downs. And if I would put the ring down, it would disappear. So whenever I would wear it, which turned out to be, I was like, okay, let me just push through with it. I'm gonna wear it no matter how it is. I'll just, instead of putting it away and say, no, I give up, I just decided what I felt was the right thing to do. If you have any emotional up and downs, the best way to fix it is by going into meditation and fixing it there. You go and you realize there's nothing to worry about, there's nothing to be to go into extremes with anything. And in this case, it was like a calling to go into meditation, calling to go and looking on the inside, and calling to fix things on the inside so that I become a different person with different habits, with different thought processes. And this is what I'm accelerating so that I can manifest certain things in my life. That is why I got the stone. I'm wearing it, and now why I'm wearing it on the right hand index finger. According to certain philosophies out of the Eastern, Eastern religion philosophy, schools, is that for example, the left hand would represent your inner life, and the right hand would represent your outside hand. So if you wanted to wear a certain ring with a meaning on your right hand, if you want to manifest something on your outside in the real world, you want to wear your ring on the right hand. In this case, I chose index finger, and I also measured for the index finger, so it was also not a coincidence. I especially went out and I took, not only the ring was done according to my vision, it was also made specifically for the index finger on my right hand, period. Why? Because it is this finger represents power, wealth, you know, basically power and wealth. And I've been working on many things in my life, and I realized I need extreme change, and I also need to do things in the real world. So I wanted this ring to assist me with its energy in accomplishing these goals. Wealth creation, in just being dominant in whatever I'm doing for a living. So now, this was the main thing, was basically these two things were and are still prominent. You basically will have very likely physical reaction like energy and warmth in your finger. And secondly, you are going to have mood swings, and you will either put the ring away and give up on it, or the piece of jewelry that you have and give up on it, or you put yourself to meditation and solve your issues, whatever bothers you. In the real world, what happens is, obviously, if we change on the inside, situations are changing. So people are going to fall off. In my case, what happened was basically everything. So I got rid of a bunch of friends, I got new friends, I got rid of one job and I got a new job, and I had to quit like a second job. And some of these situations were extremely toxic, but I was prompted to do many things on the inside to get better discipline, to be more focused, to be more hardworking, to be willing to learn, to heal whatever there was, all kind of pain from, you know, past traumas, including a trauma of me where at one point I was like, screw that, I don't want to have a business, because I had very bad experiences in basically losing everything every time, and just being a serial entrepreneurial junkie, or junkie, what do you call, like entrepreneurial serial entrepreneur, I guess, and then never coming to the point. And then I realized, man, I have all these wrong thoughts about money, about success, and about work ethics, and rich people, and everything. There are so many things to fix, and this happened like on an accelerator. This ring worked as an accelerator. I felt it as a harbinger. It was like a, you know, gist of energy through my finger, up my arm, many times, you know, when I was like, yes, I'm doing this, I'm fixing these things on the inside. And then obviously, you know, things like this happen, and I had to eliminate people from my life, I had to eliminate a job from my life, I had to eliminate situations I was bringing myself into, and I had to install completely new habits. So, so far, I think it has assisted me. The thing is, with Moldavite or any other crystal, you kind of just buy a stone. You're like, oh, this is a nice stone, I just want to have like a whatever rose quartz for my love life, and now I'm going to get like the best lover ever. No, this is not going to happen if you, for example, having toxic mindset about relationships, or a toxic mindset, you go and buy like jade, which is like traditionally many Chinese wear it for attracting wealth. That's where you often see it. But you can buy a jade stone and put it and saying, yeah, now I'm going to get rich. No, you're not going to get rich. You never get rich because just you got a stone. The stone is just something that contributes and helps you with the energy. And even if you're like watching this and you're like, dude, I'm not spiritual at all, and this is all BS. So you are still, even if you're a total atheist and anti-spiritual person, you're like, dude, yeah, there are some people where I go in their presence, I'm like, dude, no, there's something off, I just don't like them, I don't know why. Or somebody's walking in the room and they bright up the entire room and you're super happy. So why this happens? So this is the type of an energy, you can sense it, but you don't really know what it is. But at the same time, you cannot just expect that the stones, including Moldavite, is going to do anything for you if you're not doing things yourself in the real world. And also on the inside, because you want to get something that you don't have, then you also have to change yourself to be the person who already has what you want, that type of person. That's what it boils down to. So yeah, these are my experiences with Moldavite, and I highly suggest that if you feel it, just get it, and get it as a stone or get it as a piece of jewelry or whatever you feel like doing. So I would say see you in the next video, and here's the deal. If you like this video, like it. And if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe and you smash that bell so that you get a clue whenever I upload. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.